This year saw the release of the PlayStation 2, The Sims, as well as the Sydney Olympics. Welcome to our Guess the Year quiz. Let's do this. For this quiz, we'll show you 3 major events that occurred in the same year. All you gotta do is guess the year. For example, during this year we saw Apollo 11, the first Woodstock Festival, and the Manson cult murders. The correct answer is 1969. Up next, we saw the release of Shrek, Gladiator won multiple Academy Awards, and the 9/11 terrorist attacks. That's right, the answer is 2001. This was the year of the Notre Dame Cathedral fire, the first image of a black hole, and Greta Thunberg was named Time Person of the Year. The answer is 2019. This year saw the dropping of the atomic bombs in Japan, the United Nations was founded, and it also marked the end of World War II. The answer is 1945. This year saw the release of Intel's first microprocessor, Disney World opened in Florida, and Coco Chanel sadly passed away. That's right, the year is 1971. For this one, the GFC started intensifying, Beijing hosted the Summer Olympics, and Barack Obama was elected as president. Also, remember to keep track of your score so you can let us know what it was at the end of the video. The answer is 2008. This was the year that we lost Princess Diana, Hong Kong was returned to Chinese control, and we saw the release of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. That's right, it's 1997. ChatGPT 4 was released, India's population overtook China, and Silicon Valley Bank had collapsed. Well done, it's 2023. This was the year that JFK was assassinated, Martin Luther King gave his famous speech, and the Beatles released their first album. The year was 1963. This year saw the Haiti earthquake, Deepwater Horizon oil spill, and South Africa hosted the FIFA World Cup. The answer is 2010. This was the year of the Berlin Wall coming down, the Tiananmen Square protests, and the Exxon Valdez oil spill. That's right, it's 1989. In this year we saw the death of George Floyd, SpaceX launches astronauts for the first time, and the COVID-19 pandemic begins. That's right, it's 2020. This year saw the attack of Pearl Harbor, Citizen Kane was released, and the Enigma code was broken by Alan Turing. The answer is 1941. In this year, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, the Warsaw Pact was established, and McDonald's opened its first franchise restaurant. The year in question is 1955. During this year we saw Sydney host the Summer Olympics, the PlayStation 2 was released, and also The Sims. That's right, it's the year 2000. For this year, Charlie Chaplin made his first appearance as the Tramp, the Panama Canal opens, and it was the start of World War I. That's right, it's 1914. This was the year of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster, and the year The Legend of Zelda was released. Good job, it was 1986. This was the year that Star Wars 4 was released in theaters, Elvis Presley had passed away, and Apple Computer incorporates. That's right, it's 1977. This year saw the debut of HBO's The Sopranos, Luka Doncic was born, and the euro was introduced as an accounting currency. Well done, it's 1999. This year saw the Taliban return to power, the Ever Given blocks the Suez Canal, and SpaceX's Inspiration 4 mission launches. The year is 2021. The Korean War had begun, Cinderella premieres in Boston, and India becomes a republic. The answer is 1950. This was the year of the Black Tuesday stock market crash, St. Valentine's Day massacre, and the first Academy Awards ceremony. The answer is 1929. This was the year of the Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial incident, the Bhopal gas tragedy, and Apple introduced the Macintosh computer. Well done, it's 1984. This was the year that Pope Francis was elected, Edward Snowden revealed NSA surveillance secrets, and the Boston Marathon bombing. The correct answer is 2013. This year saw the RMS Titanic go down, New Mexico and Arizona both became states, and the First Balkan War began. That's right, it's 1912. For question 26, Nelson Mandela becomes president, the Rwandan genocide occurs, and the Channel Tunnel opens. The year is 1994. Up next, we have the first US nuclear fission experiment, The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind was released, and Nazi Germany invades Poland. That's right, it's 1939. This year saw the end of the Vietnam War, Microsoft was founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen, and Jaws becomes a blockbuster hit. The year was 1975. During this year, Hurricane Katrina hits New Orleans, Pope John Paul II dies, and YouTube was founded. That's right, it's 2005. This year saw the cave rescue of the Thai boys soccer team, France wins the FIFA World Cup, and Red Dead Redemption 2 was released. That's right, it's 2018. This was the year of the Cuban Missile Crisis, Marilyn Monroe dies, and the first Walmart store opens. That's right, it's 1962. This was the year that Queen Elizabeth II passed away, Russia invades Ukraine, and Elden Ring was released. The year is 2022. Up next we have the Battle of the Bulge, D-Day had commenced, and Danny DeVito was born. The answer is 1944. This year saw an assassination attempt on Ronald Reagan, the first flight of the Space Shuttle Columbia, and IBM introduces its first PC. Good job, it's 1981. This year was when Adele won Best Song on Album, the Me Too movement gains momentum, and Cristiano Ronaldo scores his 100th goal in the Champions League. That's right, it's 2017. In this year, women were first able to vote in the US, Prohibition began, and the League of Nations held its first meeting. The year is 1920. In this year, the first cloned mammal, Dolly the sheep, is born, Atlanta hosts Summer Olympics, and Crash Bandicoot releases. The answer is 1996. This year saw the launch of Sputnik 1 by the Soviet Union, the Treaty of Rome establishes the EEC, and Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat is published. The answer is 1957. During this year, Apple releases the first iPhone, Umbrella was released by Rihanna, and the show Mad Men debuts. Well done, it's 2007. And for our final question, Apollo 8 orbits the moon, Martin Luther King Jr. is assassinated, and the Big Mac is available nationwide. The answer is 1968. And that's it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. Let us know what your final score was, and more importantly, have a great day. See ya!